right, back again. Sunday morning, baby. Ready to pray? Time to get your pray on. This is Father Moo. Still rinsing the Hologram Microcosm here. Can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. It's just such a beautiful ambient box. So, yeah, let's see what we got today. I have taken advantage of the Rock and Roll Excel file, and I chose to drop both the maybe and the yeses in here just so we can see them all. And there's two that I want to work on today. You were just listening to 15, Temple Sequence. We've actually heard this one running through the microcosm before in a previous video. And we're going to do it again today. And we're going to mix this one in with, where is it here? This one. Another track. Is that right? No. Yeah, this one, 51. Generative gap-filled drum with singing bowls. The singing bowls being a kind of percussion sound that we get out of the drum synths. So we've done both of these patches independently through standard sound card reverb. Today I'm going to blend them both into a single recording, starting with 15, then dialing up to 51. You won't really see that except that if I have the patch browser on screen at the time, I guess you'll be able to see the patch change a little bit. I think we can probably make that happen. So yeah, again, there's no way for me to currently film the knob twiddling on the microcosm. It doesn't have a software interface like the Nord Modular does. So you'll just have to sit back and listen and trust your ears, but even more so than the patch building exercises, this has been a lot of fun to listen to just while I'm playing it and jamming it out. It's just chill ambient music, man. So this is a time to do a little meditating and a little bit of deep listening and see what you can hear. And I have the feeling, nothing really wrong with the sound card reverb, but I have a feeling more of the microcosm and later the Chase Bliss Mood Mark II. Those two ambient delay effects are going to be a big part of this album. I have that feeling. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the mic off. I'm going to turn... Oh, I need a new file here. I'm going to turn Audacity on. There he is. And yeah, so sit back and take a listen to what we got. Okay, crazy stuff there. Crazy stuff. Deep, dark, ambient stuff. Yeah, we did. I think you could probably see it on the screen when when we switched patches. 51 is drums play drums. It's less melodic, if that's possible, than the tempo patch. And this one will definitely have, I guess, melodic synth pads on top of it. But some really interesting sounds there. Stuff even I mean, I'm still new to the Microcosm. I only got it a couple months ago, and I've been going so nuts with programming the Nord that I haven't really dived as deep as I could have dived. But just sitting here now and doing what I can with it is incredibly rewarding. Of course, I highly recommend this pedal if you are interested in ambient stuff. Oh, damn, I did it again somehow. No, do not overwrite the project. So I have to choose save project as. This is very basic computer level stuff. This is not Mood Genius level items here. So let's go back to here. Change his name to 15 plus 51 Dub02 Micro. Boring names, but I got better ones coming up later. What am I doing wrong now? Son of a... Okay, well, that name is different enough, and I'll remember what it is. Oh, I get angry so easily at my computer. That's probably why I prefer not to use digital audio workstations, and that's fine. Let's do one more here before we run out of time. Let's go back to the Rock and Roll Excel file. Let's see what we got here. Let's go back to yes. We'll take the maybes out. This is how you keep your rock and roll organized. Okay, I was dodging this a bit, but I can just do this one now. What I was dodging is the fact that the Berlin school is going to take tempo sync, which I understand how to do a tap tempo on the Microcosm. I'd like to go back and read the manuals and see if I can send a MIDI clock to both the Micromodular and the Microcosm. So, I just realized how they both have micro in their names. Anyway, to send them both the same MIDI clock so they can line up perfectly. Tap tempo will be good, but it won't be perfect. So with that in mind, let's do this one today. 64, if I haven't done that already. I don't think I have. Let's find her. 64 is... Oh, it's not slow. Right. This is the patch in the stream on YouTube. It's known as Redacted. A patch I made to be very slow, and then in the end it was not slow. So yeah, let's take a listen to this bad boy. I bet he sounds pretty good. Let me just change up the hologram settings before we do. Put it on Mosaic. Take a listen here. Actually, here's the dry mix. Yeah, this sounds like it'll be ideal for melodic recorded stuff. Let's make a new file. Let me just adjust my settings here, and then I'll hit record. Here we go. Wow, and quite an odd one to end things on there. I used a very different microcosm patch. That one is called ARP, which is within the glitch presets. I found that one a bit harder to figure out. Most of the time today I was using granules and micro loop. But this one really had a lot of variation in it, a lot of different kinds of processing going on. So I don't know if that will make it into the final cut, but it certainly was an interesting recording. I'll say that much. I feel like I'm learning a lot from the pedal. I wish I could make that more obvious to everybody exactly what I'm doing here. Maybe in a future version of this stream we'll be able to handle that kind of thing. Let's just remind myself, this is patch 54. So this is going to be 54. Intentionally spelling some things wrong here so my thing doesn't crash on me. Micro. Save the project files. There we go. Okay, and I think that's going to probably be it for today, as my laptop battery is running lower and lower as usual. So, and I have to go back to work as well. So it's been a real pleasure. I've enjoyed bringing the extra pedals to work and to get this done during my lunch break and have the chance to experiment with them, to learn from them. Microcosm, of course, has been a joy. As for the Chase Bliss Mood 2, I have nothing but extremely high expectations. I also have lots of learning to do around the back of it. There's a bunch of little toggle switches, which the good thing is they give you a ton more functionality. The downside is you got to learn how to do that yourself, and also they're harder to access in real time than a pedal that's bigger and has more knobs and lights like the Microcosm does. But they both have their own thing that they can do. So, yeah, really hope you've enjoyed this stream again. A nice change to the sound with the big open ambient sounds, living up to the name of my YouTube channel, I hope. Maybe it should be Ambient Synths in the Office instead of Ambient Synths in the Wild, but it doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it? Anyway, this has been the very Reverend and Most Holy Father Moo. I wish you the best in your spiritual and synthetic endeavors. Leave me a comment or go to the Google Drive link to download the WAV files and remix these yourselves. I would love nothing better than to have one of the members of the congregation put together some remix stuff. Even if you don't have any synth hardware at all, you just do it all on your PC with WAV files. We'd still love to hear it. So feel free to mess around with the WAV files there. And thanks again for joining us. Father Moose signing off.